So I went camping this weekend and I wanted to test the new Insta360 Luna Ultra and see how it measures against my iPhone and my main camera. After a couple of days, here's my experience. First thing I want to talk about, of course, is the one that people are probably going to ask the most questions about is how does it look? So for the image quality, for the Luna Ultra can record up to 8K 30 frames per second, 4K 120 frames per second for slow motion, and it also has a pure video mode that records 4K 60, which is designed to produce cleaner, sharper footage. The Luna Ultra has a 1-inch sensor, and honestly, I was impressed with how much it was able to capture throughout the trip, even once the sun started going down around the camp. Now, in every use case, the image quality isn't perfect. Every now and then I noticed a few small artifacts in certain scenes, but nothing really that ruined the experience. Mainly noticed this when there would be too much light, incoming light, but I bet you maybe a UV filter would fix that. Another thing to mention is the zoom. The zoom is actually really good. Like, it gets pretty far and close to my subject from quite a distance, and let me show you. Let's see if my zoom can reach that man down there.
Holy shit, that's the smallest chipmunk I've ever seen.
Yo, zoom's insane. One thing I really like about the Luna Ultra is I constantly, when I want to record on my iPhone, I have just very shaky hands naturally whenever I'm trying to walk and get a cinematic scene. The stabilization is really good for that. It has a built-in 3-axis gimbal. Whether I was walking around the camp, filming trails, or grabbing quick shots throughout the day, the footage stayed really smooth without me even really having to sweat using the camera and make it look nice. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I choose this over my cell phone instantly. The other use case why I'd use this over an iPhone is probably because my phone right now, I'm normally not the person who wants to get the highest storage every time like I get a new iPhone or a new phone entirely. And having this a separate micro SD card to have all your storage on is actually way better to me than filming all my trips and stuff on my phone. With how big the files of the iPhone 4K raw photos are getting in storage size, it's just gonna slowly eat away at my phone until Apple gets me to buy a terabyte iPhone, which I don't want to do. So talking audio, the audio quality I'm actually really surprised with. I expected it to sound thin or overly processed because of how small the camera is, but my voice came through clearly, and even with the outdoors, wind blowing in the device, I still feel like it doesn't need a windscreen or anything like that, and you still can hear me pretty clearly.
Cheers, mate.
I wonder how the audio quality on this is. Battery life. Battery life on this device is actually not bad, especially for how light the device is. You would think they'd put like a giant battery at the bottom or something like that to make the hand a little bit more meaty and more weighted. It's not super lightweight, and it lasted the whole 3 days without me having to really charge it. The only time I had to charge it was maybe like the last, just when we were kind of packing up and leaving. It's not amazing battery life by any means, but it's not bad. The best highlight by far of this device, no doubt, that sets it apart, is the detachable screen. My favorite feature for sure, and like, you can get some crazy shots. Being able to frame yourself from different angles without awkward guessing makes filming so much easier, and honestly, I think it saves you so much time. Every compact camera should have something like this. Let me show you. I don't know how far back I can go. This is wild. So then if I walk over, hold on, it's a little aimed down. If I aim it down, look at that, and I think it tells me my distance. Oh. Relax, and it still works. That's so wild, and the screen's here. I think you can do, like, let's see, I can zoom in directly to my face. Yes. So that's max. So you can make really cinematic shots. If you're someone that loves editing all your footage, you'll probably appreciate that it supports 10-bit log recording along with Dolby Vision. Personally, I'm still learning the color grade, so that wasn't a feature. The thing I cared most about getting a device like this was, can it replace my phone? Can I make videos with it? Does it look clean enough to where I can travel, take a little tiny camera with me traveling that's just as lightweight as my phone? So should you buy it? For me, it doesn't replace my main camera when I think image quality is of course going to be better on a traditional larger cinema camera, of course, but that's not really why this camera exists. It's tiny, it's lightweight, really portable, always ready to capture a moment without carrying a heavy camera bag around. You know, I hate doing that. I feel like on trips I would reach for this device way more than my phone. I shoot a lot of content, and like I said before, my iPhone would fill up really fast with photos and videos, so having something that's dedicated for traveling or vacation or just stuff around my home is actually really nice to have a device for that. Really easy to use, doesn't make me feel like a dummy when I'm trying to set it up. It kind of walks you through simple stuff and some quick menu buttons. Overall, if you're looking for something that's easy to carry, quick to pull out, capable of producing a really good image, I feel like the Luna Ultra is a really solid option. If I would say you're gonna look for something that just replaces your phone without even getting into the traditional like cinema camera or like a really nice camera to record videos, this is probably gonna be better in my opinion.
What if we go to like 2 different?
Yeah, try it.
Ooh.
It just stays wide. No, look, do you see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.